Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma in beautiful Sidney by the Sea, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV.
On today's show, we meet the elves who will make sure that seniors are not forgotten at Christmas. And Paul Ballstein profiles a single mom who is paying it forward by helping the Salvation Army. And the con will make you LOL when he tells us what he really thinks of acronyms. All that and much more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello, thank you for traveling all the way out to Sidney by the Sea today to join us on Go Island. We are surrounded by the Festival of Trees, art, and I think I can hear champagne opening in the background because there's going to be a big party here on New Year's Eve. So we want to let you know all the things that are happening in Sidney. So let's begin, Carrie, with the Festival of Trees. We all know about the big Festival of Trees down at the Empress, but in Sidney we have a version here too. Tell us what people can experience when they come to the Mary Winspear.
So we have 19 trees and they're all beautifully decorated by local businesses and organizations. Behind us we have a few of them from Curves, BIA, the Sidney Fire Department has a beautiful one.
And of course, the fun part about coming down to the Mary Winspear Centre, wandering around and checking out all the trees, is you're also able to make a difference. Tell us how this is also a bit of a fundraiser.
When they come down, we ask you guys to come and make a vote on your favorite tree and put a couple dollars in the donation box, and that goes to the Children and Arts and Music Fund, and it helps kids be able to take our musical theater programs and art classes that we have throughout the year.
Oh, now that's a gift that keeps on giving.
Definitely.
I love it. Now, the other thing that's going on here at the Sidney Mary Winspear Centre is they always have art, and a lot of people don't realize that the art gallery here is not only free, but they rotate really well-known, beautiful artists. And right now, Jill Louise Campbell is here, Salt Spring artist. She is world-renowned. I've met Jill many times. I love her. Her work is so unique, and it's really visually stimulating. It's one of those art shows that you can just look at it and there's layers and a richness to it. And I also noticed there's photographs over there, so there's lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, the photographs are all taken by the Sidney Shutterbit.
Shutterbugs. I love the Sidney Shutterbugs.
Yeah, and they host their meetings here, so we always like to display their art as well. And of course, we have our New Year's Eve party with the time vendors coming.
I know, we're going to tell you more about that in just a minute, because you know, I think I'm going to go this year. We're also going to head to the Sidney Museum later on in the show to tell you what's happening there. But first, every year we all get so excited about what Santa's going to put under the tree for us, and no matter how old or young you are, you still hope that there'll be a present for you on Christmas morning. Well, Sachetta Singh met up with a group that's making sure all our seniors get a visit from the big guy. Happy New Year! We're just warming up here at the Mary Winspear Centre, because what's going to be happening here?
Our huge New Year's Eve party with the time vendors.
Oh, by the way, Sachetta Singh, thank you so much for that story. I'm just so excited about New Year's Eve this year because you're going all out. This year there's complimentary champagne at midnight, the time vendors, and tell me, I heard the time vendors have some new material this year.
New material just for the crowd at New Year's. They're doing a little Justin Timberlake to get everybody on the dance floor.
Make some noise for Justin.
Party favors, glass of champagne, bar, appetizers, kind of everything you need for a good New Year's night.
I'm telling you, this is the place to ring in 2014. It is festive, it's fun, and it's also a great place to gather with community. I find in the past when I've come to these events, you see so many people that you haven't seen all year long, and it's a time to reconnect. I love it. So much going on here, and there's also things going on at the Charlie White. There's a panto happening.
Pantomime at the end of the month, and in January we have Randy Elvis Frisky coming, and some hilarious hillbillies coming from our musical theater class, so check out that online.
Because I think one of the greatest gifts you can give someone is the gift of an experience. So buy tickets for someone, put them in their stocking and say, you and me, date in 2014. We're going to go to the Charlie White Theatre, maybe go out for a little dinner first. I love that.
Yeah, it's an awesome gift.
It is an awesome gift. And don't forget, come down here, enjoy the Festival of Trees, enjoy the art, enjoy the photography, get tickets. We're going to head to the City Museum in just a moment to find out what they're doing. I hear there's some teddy bears there. But first, every year, as you wander through the malls, Christmas shopping, you always hear that beautiful sound of the kettlebell. And one single mom was helped by the Salvation Army during the Christmas season. Now she is giving back. Paul Ballstein with that story. I am stamped and ready, but I'm not going in the mail. No, I am at the Sidney Museum enjoying the teddy bears, because right now the teddy bear exhibit is on, and it is so creative and so playful this year. You will be blown away. And Peter, it's festive, it's fun, it's playful. Tell us about what's happening right now here at the museum.
We have been invaded by over 400 teddy bears and they're having a wonderful time. They're playing at all sorts of different things, and we're really excited. And we have scavenger hunts to go through the museum and try and find all the different teddy bears.
It's so fun. The kids that are going through and doing the scavenger hunt right now are just having a ball. They got the little piece of paper and they're checking things off. We have a very special bear in Peter's arms right now. Tell us about this one.
This teddy bear is a copy of the original from the Smithsonian, and it's the very original teddy bear that was made 100 years ago.
It's just amazing, because you think about it, really the bear is fairly new in our world of toys, but this original bear, it's kind of cool to tell the story to your children when you're going through. Another thing that's neat to remind our kids of is what's going on in downtown Victoria, because you guys have a partnership with the Bearware downtown at the Hotel Grand Pacific.
That's correct. It's wonderful to have the partnership, and we have a diorama in their display.
Yes.
And we have the Queen of Hearts here, looking very resplendent.
But I have to say, my favorite part of the display is just around the corner. Come, I want to show you. Let's do it. How precious is this? Peter, this year you've had volunteers create little vignettes with the teddy bears to tell stories. Tell us about why you guys decided to do it this way.
We decided that we wanted to have something different. We've done the 12 Bears of Christmas and we've done various kinds. This time we have a volunteer that collects dolls, and she has all this fabulous doll furniture and all the little items, the accessories, and she has done a fabulous job to see the bears at play.
Now, tell us about this particular little vignette.
This one is preparing for Christmas, and they're wrapping presents and putting the decorations on the tree and sewing up the stockings and the presents on the table.
We have to take a very short break, but please stay with us. When we come back, we are going to show you some more displays that are going to just make you want to do this. And Meg Cuthbert headed out to the Cowichan Valley to talk to Cherry Point Winery. Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. We are enjoying the teddy bear exhibit here at the Sidney Museum. There are so many little rich details. 'Twas the night before Christmas. There's every little detail, from the slippers to the little mouse sound asleep with his little stocking hung by the chimney with care. It really is a great way to just slow down at Christmas and pause and enjoy this exhibit, isn't it?
Well, there's so much detail in here that every one of the dioramas has little pieces that you really have to look and you suddenly discover them.
Oh, I just love it. I can't stop grinning. We're now going to head out to the Cowichan Valley, where Meg Cuthbert met up with the owners of Cherry Point Winery to find out what they're up to. I wonder, is there any Cherry Point wine on that table? Are they old enough to drink? Thanks for that story, by the way, Meg. We are having such a delightful time wandering through the Sidney Museum, enjoying all these displays, but we do have to take a very short break. Stay with us. When we come back, more here at the Sidney Museum, and our very own Dan Kahn has a little something to say about all those cell phone texting acronyms. LOL, my friends. There'll be no texting, no cell phones at this wedding. The teddy bears have absolutely forbid any cell phones coming in to their Christmas wedding. That's right. We're here at the Sidney Museum where the teddy bears are celebrating the festive season all over the place. There's little parties going on everywhere. But this particular party was inspired by one of the volunteers.
Yes, one of our volunteers got engaged very recently, and we thought, what a wonderful way to have the teddy bears having a wedding.
Oh, a Christmas would not be complete without the Christmas office party. And the teddy bears know that better than anyone. So let's go see how the party's going over here. Come on. Of course, the staff are all partying, but the boss is still working here, Peter.
Oh, he's very committed. He has to count every last penny before Christmas.
So typical, really, so typical. I've had so much fun here at the Sidney Museum. You've got to come down. It's such a beautiful way to spend time as a family, spend time with your children. Scavenger hunt is awesome.
All right.
And really, there's teddy bears everywhere.
Absolutely.
Just giving you a little glimpse. And the display is on till?
December 31st.
Because you know why? What happens on January 1st, Peter?
January the 2nd is when we've set up all the Lego, and the museum is then full of Lego.
I tell you, just more fun here at the Sidney Museum. So don't forget, come to Sidney by the Sea. You can see the Festival of Trees. You can enjoy the art. Come and do the Sidney Museum. And we are so decked out here in Sidney. It's a fabulous place to Christmas shop. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir. Casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.